Welcome to the channel. Today we are at Brigit's bakery having afternoon tea. It's in Covent Garden and it's quite easy to get to, and I'll give you directions in the video. Please like and subscribe if you like what I do. What a little gem of a place this is. It's in central London and it's a small place with a big heart. Now I'm going to show you how to actually get there. The closest underground and rail station is Charing Cross. You go up the escalator and go out from exit 1, which takes you up to the Strand. Now as you get onto the Strand, cross over, turn right and turn left onto Agar Street, and you'll find it's about sort of 50-60 metres up that road. This is such a tiny little place, but it's got quite a large menu. It does a lot of afternoon teas, obviously. It's got an all-day brunch as well. There are bottomless options for the afternoon tea. There are smoothie bowls, and they do croque monsieur, croque madame, vegetarian, chèvre. There are salads, sandwiches, quiches, and they do cater for vegetarian, vegan and gluten-free as well. As we entered, all the tables are laid out like this, and the menu is absolutely lovely. I like the fact that they don't just do sandwiches. The savoury section is made up of little quiches and little muffins. They do a whole range of teas as well. They do black tea, blended black teas, herbal teas, green teas and decaffeinated. You can also have hot chocolate and coffees if you want. You do get a nice glass of orange juice as you come in, and if you want to see the menus for all of those different dietary options, have a look at the end of the video. I love the decor in this place. It's very French looking, it really is. Now the bakery section, there is an array of small cakes and some macarons as well, and they look absolutely delicious. So you can just pop in, pick up a few treats and be on your way. You don't actually have to eat here. It is a bakery as well. Look at these lovely macarons. Wow. And little Christmas tree cupcakes. And there's chocolate ones as well. Now, because it's Christmas, every table actually has these crackers that you can pull, and a little sugar candy cane as well. I don't really have much of a sweet tooth, but you know, if you do have a sweet tooth, you're going to love it. Now the teapots and teacups that you get your afternoon tea served in are really beautiful. They're very floral. They're not matching at all, but they are gorgeous. The food is served on a beautiful cake stand, so you get your savoury and your sweets all in one go. And look at this. Like I said, I love the fact that it's not just sandwiches. I had their special Christmas blend tea to start with, and it was really light and delicious, really refreshing. Again, showing you these gorgeous teapots that I just fell in love with. I'd love to have one of these. And my son opted to actually have a hot chocolate because it was cold outside. Now savouries are my favourite part. The first thing we tried was the cucumber cream cheese and mint on basil bread. Very, very light. The salmon and cucumber pretzel with cream cheese was really light and delicious. I was surprised. I'm not really a fish fan, but I had this and I loved it, and it's a really good take on the salmon and cream cheese. Look at that lovely cream cheese in there, and the cucumber just sort of, you know, lightened it up a little bit, made it fresher. Now this little muffin, a savoury muffin, was really something special. It was just bursting with flavour. Look at the little case it comes in. It's absolutely lovely. It was light, soft, and it was just bursting with flavour. Look how soft it is. It takes a bit of time to actually unwrap it, and because it's so fresh, it's really hard to get out the case without breaking it up. I'll show you in a minute. Look at that. Look at those bits of pepper in there. And I really, really love this. This was so delicious. And it makes a nice change from just having sandwiches. After sort of eating the whole muffin, I actually started to pick all the little bits off the paper casing as well, because it was just so delicious. Loved it. You have to try this, you really do. I forgot to mention that we did opt for a halal afternoon tea, and this was the halal option that we had, so you'll see all the halal stuff that we have. This mini spinach and cheddar quiche was, I mean, it looked quite innocuous, but it was bursting with the filling. The filling was just bursting with spinach and cheese. Look at that. Look how much spinach there is in there. That must be really, really healthy for you. And the case was really, really lovely. It was like flaky pastry, and I loved it. It was a really luscious filling. Really, really lovely. I do like quiches anyway, but this was something really special. Look at that. I could have eaten a couple of these, I think. And to be honest with you, because they don't just have sandwiches, it's quite a filling, you know, savoury section. Now this was the halal turkey ham and cheese with mayonnaise, mustard mayonnaise, and the moist turkey ham really was the star of this sandwich. But as I was biting into it, the mustard mayo really popped. It really did, and it was just absolutely delicious. I could forego the sweet stuff and just have the savoury, really. That's me. That's just how I am. So on to the sweet section. This looked like a little work of art. It really did. It's mascarpone and fig inside. Now I'll break it up in a minute, but first of all I just want to show you how beautifully made this is. All the little detail with a little snowflake decoration on it, and it was delicious. It really was. Breaking it apart, it sort of does break up a bit. I think that blue coating on there, the turquoise coating, I don't know what they made from, but that was really lovely. It did keep falling off though. Let me show you inside. So there we have the bottom layer of fig, which is the pinkish bit, and then you've got the mascarpone on top. Absolutely delicious. I did squash it a bit, but that's what you have to do. I really enjoyed this. I really did. And like I said, I'm not really a sweet person, but I loved it. The second tea I tried was the breakfast royal black tea, which is like an English breakfast tea, and that one again was lovely, delicious. This little delight was cherry and chocolate filled pastry case, and it's topped with a meringue. It's not a crunchy meringue, it's a soft meringue, as you can see. So I just dipped my finger in there, and it was actually really delicious. It wasn't too sweet, which was alright with me. It really was. I think it's a Swiss meringue. Let me know if you know any different. So look at this. Now, when I tasted this, it tasted a bit like a Black Forest Gâteau. That's what it reminded me of. But the meringue was just so smooth and silky. And again, as I said, it wasn't too sweet, so that was really good for me. I was really looking forward to this, the eggnog sable. I've never had eggnog because normally it's alcoholic, but this eggnog cream on top is non-alcoholic, and look at the little shiny ball on top. It looks so gorgeous. The cream, when I tasted it, I didn't know what to expect, but it was like egg custard tart. That was like the general flavour of it. And there we've got a bit with the sable base as well. It was really yummy. It was very buttery, but it was like a cross between a cake and a biscuit. as you can see, but look at how thick that base is, and it was just really, really well balanced. I loved it. I just eat all the creamy bits first, me. Terrible. By this time I was really getting quite full, and I didn't actually have this little cake, but my son did, and he said it was very chocolatey and moist. Now here is a few of the team at Brigit's Bakery, Florentina, Diana and Ovi, who were absolutely amazing. They really are. They really make this place. Just having a little look around. Look at the decor. Very, very French inspired, I think, but obviously about London. And they had this gorgeous doll's house, and if you look inside, it's got some Christmas lighting in there as well. So they've, I think because their menu is quite seasonal, I think, what they do is they sort of like try and make the place sort of just reflect that seasonal menu. And so obviously it's Christmas at the moment, so lots of little fairy lights in this house. The scones came at last. I love this section, I really do. We were given a little pot of strawberry jam, and I'm not really into strawberry jam, it's a bit too sweet for me. But look at this scone. It's a real plain scone. It's knobbly, it's not perfect, but it was very, very lovely. Now I had to follow etiquette and break the scone and not cut it with a knife, because that is afternoon tea etiquette. This was the clotted cream that came in a little tub, and I asked for raspberry jam, which they, obliged to provide me with. So now here we go. If you're sharing the clotted cream, it's actually customary to take some and put it on your plate and actually sort of use it from your plate and not from the actual pot. If you have your own, then of course you could just use it straight from the pot. So here's a conundrum. Everyone always says, which one comes first? Is it the cream or the jam? I always put the cream on first because I think it's like buttering something, and then put the jam on top. With my first bite of this, I was just waiting for it. It looks so delicious. That was absolutely gorgeous. I love the tartness of the raspberry jam, with the cream and the scone. And the scone was lovely and crispy on the outside, but beautifully moist inside. So I thought I'd try the other way as well. This is not what I usually do. So I put the jam on and then put the cream on top, and let me taste it and see if there's a difference. There isn't. It tastes exactly the same, but I think it was actually easier to put the jam on and then the cream on top, but I just never tend to do it. Don't know why. Look at that, so gorgeous, so delicious. I had to leave space for this, that's why I didn't eat the little chocolate cake that came. Someone had to finish off all the leftover cream, and that's me, because I love cream. And I think if you look at this, there's more cream on there than there is scone, but I think that's the way it should be. Finally, we pulled the cracker, snap, and inside you get like a little trivia information. Before leaving, had to go for a bathroom break. The toilets are down the stairs to the right. There are 2 unisex toilets, and they are very, very clean. Now I've given Brigit's Bakery a GFT score of 9.1. This shows you why. The atmosphere, service, food and drink were absolutely excellent. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please subscribe and share. And here are the other menus, and it's quite a lot. I forgot to mention they do pescetarian afternoon tea as well, and they do gluten-free, which is a really good thing for a lot of people, that have these dietary requirements. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please go to Brigit's Bakery. It's a little gem. I would definitely be going there again. Please like, subscribe, share, and I'd love to hear your comments. If you've been there, let me know. If you want to go, let me know. Ask me a question if I haven't actually answered everything that you need to know.